Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing. This is just a really bright and colorful look that was inspired by sunsets. So the top is kind of like a sunset, and then the bottom you have blue, kind of like water, like sunset over an ocean or something. And I really like how this turned out, and the palette that I mostly used was this Wet n Wild one called Art in the Streets. And this is really inexpensive, like $3 or $4 or something. And this is really good if you don't have like yellow or orange. The only thing is the yellow isn't that pigmented, so you really have to build it up, which I did show you in the video. But the orange has some good pigmentation to it, so I was actually really surprised. So this is a really good palette. It's inexpensive, and if you don't have colors that are like bright yellow or orange, this is perfect. And they're all matte shades as well. I did also use a couple other eyeshadows, like just to help blend, and then another color, but those are a little bit easier. You might have those on hand as opposed to like bright yellow or bright orange. That's why I wanted to mention this palette, because it is pretty inexpensive, but I do think that you might have the other colors that I used, so you will be able to create this look. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see how to get this look, then please keep watching. Alright, so I've already applied my foundation and bronzer, and now I'm just going to go ahead and start by applying a little bit of this Garnier concealer. This is just a really thin concealer, and I'm only going to apply it right underneath my brow bone. I'm not going to apply it to my lid because we're going to put something else there, and this is just to conceal any veins that we don't want showing and just to kind of even everything out. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and set that with just the face powder that I use. This is just the Revlon Color Stay one, and this is what I use to set my foundation. Alright, so now I'm going to apply some of this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Milk. This is just a white creamy base, and I'm going to apply that to my lid, and this is just going to help intensify the color that I put on there. But you do not want to apply this directly to your crease, because that's just going to make the colors really hard to blend out. So just apply it on your lid and then blend it in with your fingers. And at that time, when you blend it in with your fingers, if it does go in your crease a little bit, that's totally okay, but you don't want very much in your crease at all. So I'm just applying this directly on the lid. And this is what I mean, like when you blend it in with your fingers, if it blends into your crease a little bit, that's okay, but try not to get too much product in there. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and take some of our yellow eyeshadow, and we're going to go ahead and pack that on the lid and try to build it up as much as you can. So you just want to pack it on. You don't really want to swipe, because that's not going to really help it be as pigmented as it can. So just by packing it, we're just going to be building the color up as much as we can. Alright, so after you've done that, you're going to want to blend it out lightly with a clean brush. This is a MAC 224. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this along the edges really quickly, just to kind of help blend out the edge. Alright, now with another blending brush. This one is a little bit pinched. It's an E25 by Sigma. We're going to go ahead and apply the orange, and just be patient with this and just build it up as much as you can. So I want the orange to be darker on the outer corner and then blend into the crease. And I do want it to go from yellow to orange to the next color, just kind of in a faded effect. So just go ahead and start on the outer corner. So you can see we have it pretty dark on the outer corner, and we're just bringing it into the crease. And you could go back and forth between the yellow and the orange to kind of help blend out that line. Right now I'm going to go ahead and blend out that line with the same brush. And now to help me blend that out even more, I'm going to go in with kind of a pinky, peachy, kind of salmony shade. This one's Nectar, and it's in the Lorac Pro 2 palette, but you can use anything that has a little bit of a pink kind of tone to it, because our next color is going to be pink, so this kind of helps everything blend. Alright, so your eyes should be looking a little bit like this, and now with the same blending brush that's a little bit pinched, you're going to go ahead and take a kind of pinky color, This one is just an Ulta color, and I'm just using this one right here. It's just kind of pink, and it does have a little bit of shimmer to it, but not too much. And again, I want this to be the darkest on the outer corner, and then I'm going to bring it up into the crease and above the orange just a little bit, just like I did in this eye. So I'm just making it really dark on the outer corner, and then just bring it in and up over the orange. And at this point, you can always go back into the yellow and just make it more pigmented if some of it kind of blended away. Now I'm going to take this color right here called Buff. It's just kind of a yellowish creamy color, and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone, which is also going to help me blend out the pink just a little bit. So I'm just applying that with a fluffy brush. Alright, so now your eyes should be looking a little bit like this. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this blue color on my lower lash line. And then I do have a little bit of yellow, so to help blend the yellow and the blue, I'll be applying a little bit of the green color. And then on the outer corner, I'm going to be applying a little bit of the purple like I did here, just to kind of darken the edge a little bit. So there's the blue. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of the green and just kind of connect the yellow and the blue together, because yellow and blue make green, so it just helps it blend. And then a little bit of the purple. Alright, so your eyes should look like this, and I'm going to take a little bit of my face powder to kind of help me blend that out. If you do decide to do this, make sure you clean your face powder after, because you don't want to apply blue powder to your face afterwards. So I'm just going to take a little bit to kind of help me blend it out. Just right underneath everything. Now I'm going to take a white eyeliner that's not too pigmented. This is by Jordana, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my waterline. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing. So the blue, the green, the yellow, and the purple. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply some winged eyeliner, mascara, false eyelashes, and I will be right back. Alright, so my eyes are all done, and here is what it looks like. So the top is kind of like a sunset, and then the bottom is kind of like water, you know, a sunset and then like the ocean or something. I think it's really cool. And the eyelashes that I used are these Ardell number 105s. I love these so much. They're just really long and full, but you don't have to wear eyelashes if you don't want to. I just like to. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my face. Alright, since I have so much going on with my eyes, I'm going to keep the rest of my face a little bit neutral. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Bare Minerals blush in the color The Close Call. It's just kind of like a brown color. It's kind of like a bronzer instead of like a blush. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that with my IT Cosmetics blush brush. This is the Flawless Blush Brush, number 227. It's a really pretty kind of bronzy neutral shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of color to the rest of my face, just a little bit. Alright, for lips, I'm going to fill them in with this NYX Neutral Peekaboo Neutral Lip Liner. I love this so much. It's getting really small. And this is just really good for every day. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with this MAC lipstick in the color Hue. It's a really pretty kind of peachy nude color. Alright, so I did kind of fill my lips in a little bit with this lip liner as well. And now I'm just going in with the MAC one. Alright, so here's what it looks like when it's all done. I really like how this came out. If you wanted the eyes to be a little bit darker, you could even add like purple on the outer corner, just kind of darken it up a little bit. But I really like how this came out, and I like how the lips look with it as well, and the blush and everything. I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and also don't forget to subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Be sure to check the description box for all my information, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
Oh,
Captain Crunch, right?
Captain
oh my
Crunch,
gosh,
the
okay.
big ones.
They feel kind of weird though.
Yeah, they're the powdery a little bit too.
Yeah, okay, ready?
Yep. Oh, a little soft.